I said, you know what? This interview is over. I really thank you all for your time. And I just got up and left. Went to my car and I lost it, man, because to have somebody lying on you, to tell untruths about you that messes up your work was really devastating to me.
I could tell you're a gentleman who carries a lot of integrity about yourself. You're serious about your craft. Just how you hold yourself, it exudes.
Thank you, brother.
Has there been ever a time when you had to turn down a role because it just it just didn't resonate?
I've done it a few times. And once I took a role that I really didn't want to take, but I needed the coin. And it was the worst decision. It was the worst experience I've ever had in my life. And what it taught me was that when you hear it, follow it. When it says no, don't do it. But if it says no, you should go ahead and do it. The problem is we don't listen to that. We're taught not to listen to that. We're not taught to pay attention to it. And I heard the voice say, no, you don't want to do that. I was like, but I got rent to pay. I got to.
Yeah.
And so I took the gig, and it was horrible. Oh, God, it was horrible. I don't even think I saw the movie.
Oh, so it was a movie.
It was a movie, yeah. It was a movie.
Is this right after Single would go off, or?
No, this was a few years after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, in just talking with you, I think about, and I appreciate you letting us know how that transition happened as far as you being let go from the show. What kind of happened right after that? Like, what was going on? Because I've noticed a trend in terms of black men. There's not a machine necessarily for a particular black man such as yourself. It's kind of like this might have been the shot, and then ultimately there's nothing else, no more opportunities. Was that your experience?
Yeah, it was I kind of got blackballed. There was a rumor going around that I was difficult to work with, that I come to work unprepared, and all of this was not true. But I found out I was auditioning for this show. It was African American casting director. His my callback. And I came in, I did the audition. He said, well, let's sit and talk for a minute. I said, oh, cool. We sit and we're talking. He said, so, living single, what happened? And I gave the standard line that I had been given. It's like, well, they wanted to make some changes. And they didn't want to touch any other girls. And Overton had married Sinclair, so I was the obvious person. He said, well, that's not what I heard. And I said, really? He said, what did you hear? He said, well, I heard that you were difficult. I heard that you came to work unprepared. I said, you know what? This interview's over. Thank you so much for your time. And I just got up and walked out. Because at that point, I'm not going to let a black man sit here and berate me in front of these white people.
Oh, he hit you with that move.
You're not going to do that to me.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? This interview is over. I really thank you all for your time. And I just got up and left. Went to my car and I lost it, man, because to have somebody lying on you, to tell untruths about you that messes up your work was really devastating to me, because I had never been disrespectful. I had never been unprepared. None of that shit. And to know that this was going around about me, this is why I wasn't getting auditions. I was like, so this is what they had to do to cover up the fact that you fired me. It's like, oh, so you got to make it seem like I'm the bad person. So, okay.
What made you want to at least kind of at least put that out there now?
Well, it's been enough time. Those regimes are gone. It's all new people, and I don't care no more. Really, I don't care no more. It is what it is. Y'all did what y'all did. Y'all did it the way you did it.
Yeah.
And it affected me the way it affected me.
Yeah. Yeah. And I hope that, again, people can gain insight and kind of learn. Someone that's coming up that's looking at you is like, man, I want to get in a position like that, can, kind of carry themselves differently. Or do you think you did anything differently, or that's just how the industry works, or would you have changed?
I think I think because we were really strong in our blackness, and again, the attitude was, you got a job, shut up and do your job. What are you complaining about? Well, because our craft service is not as good as it needs to be. That's why. Because our dressing rooms are not as good as they need to be. That's why. You know.
Yeah.
So, but it was. I say all of that, but then it was one of the best experiences I've had in film and television. I love working with my cast. We would have so much fun. The friendship you saw on screen was real. We all really, really liked each other, and we just like brothers and sisters. Some days we couldn't stand each other, but we loved each other every day.